All right, welcome to my round. I want to take you on a little peek behind the curtain. All day yesterday, when Adam and I were trying to find Ben, Adam kept being like, Sam, you gotta pick a good hiding zone. You should be looking for spots, and I was looking for spots, but he was like, Sam, this is a great time for research. And you gotta pick somewhere good. And, you know, I was planning to, but like, surely if I pick somewhere good and nice and aesthetic, that's what he'll suspect me to do. So it makes it a bad hiding zone. So surely the best hiding spot is somewhere the opposite of that. Therefore, I've come to perhaps the most objectively soulless, lifeless, just straight up bad place in the UK. This place sucks.
Welcome to episode 3 of our 6-day game of hide and seek across the United Kingdom. Our goal, as always, is to hide for as long as possible without getting found. Right now, Adam is in the lead, having hidden for 12 hours and 28 minutes, with Ben in second at 7 hours, 17 minutes. Now, it's my turn. Starting at Hebden Bridge, where we found Ben last episode, I had 4 hours to get to my new hiding spot, which I'm hoping will trip them up with just how boring it is. So now, over to the hiders who need to figure out how to start moving in my direction.
Good morning. Oh, we said that at the same time. That's fun.
That was cute.
Adorable.
Okay. Well, let's get the heck out of here.
Let's start moving. There are trains in both directions in about 24 minutes.
Yep.
And it's about a 20-minute walk to the station.
The thing is, this station is right between Manchester and Leeds. It's like on the line that goes between them. So Sam really could have plausibly gone either direction. And I think that, like, it'll be good to try and figure out as soon as possible which way he went.
Yeah, I think that what we really want is like an east-west deal, but that is hard. I mean, one option is we could use up our half-mile thermometer right here, but I don't really want to waste that.
I would hate to do that.
I know. I don't know.
So Google seemed to imply that there was a path right here that like goes straight down to the station. It's like a blackberry harvesting path.
Okay, great.
We could also ask if he's in the same country. It's very possible he went to Wales or Scotland. But again, feels unlikely. Oh, okay. Complicated.
Does distance to an international border get us anything?
I don't hate that. I think that this is a pretty reasonable place to ask that.
I think we should go with that. I actually think that that is our best option.
Okay, send it.
All right,
Let's do it.
Man, what a view. God, I love playing this game, dude.
Me too. I mean, this is crazy wherever we are. Look at these sheep.
All right, they've asked their first question already. Distance to first administrative district border, which is country in this case. I am definitely further, because they're only 53.5 miles from Scotland. I'm like way further than that from Wales, which is closer for me. So that'll narrow it down a good bit for them, but it'll narrow it down into the more dense area of the country. So I'm not too concerned about that.
I'll say for starters that my assumption at the present moment is Manchester.
Yeah, I mean,
We've been through Leeds so much, I feel like he would want to mix it up.
hi. Is the train station this way or that way?
Okay,
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
This is a crazy way to get to the train station.
Well, I don't think that a lot of people start their day there and then need to go straight to the train station.
That's true. Frankly, it's nice that they have a way to do it. We've got an answer. He is further.
Further.
I mean, I do think that that actually takes
Quite a lot of the map out.
quite a lot of the map out.
Here, we're almost at the station. Let's mark this on a map, figure out our next question. Although I lean now, Leeds.
Okay, so I get to draw 3, pick 1. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3 curses, that's crazy. Curse of the 5-minute king.
Curse of the 5-minute king. Remove all 5-minute bonuses from the deck for the rest of your run. After doing so, you must reshuffle the deck. Casting cost, discard 2 5-minute bonus cards.
Curse of the express route.
Curse of the express route. Seekers cannot disembark any transit for the next 30 minutes unless they've reached the end of a line. Casting cost, discard at least 15 minutes worth of time bonuses.
Curse of the zip lip.
Curse of the Zipped Lip. Seekers can only communicate to one another through gestures and closed-mouth non-word sounds for the next 30 minutes. They can speak to other people, but cannot speak or write any message intended for another seeker. Casting cost, discard a power-up.
Okay, this is a tough choice. I think Curse of the Express route could be huge to, like, when they get here, like, force them to continue on or something. Because I think the next stop after this is London, so they have to go all the way to London and then come back. That could get me like an hour. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. So some history of, struggling not to say the name, but here. So there are actually very few places in the UK like this. It's basically a brand new town, a town that didn't exist more than 70 years ago. In UK terms, that means it's brand new. But basically, 70 years ago, there were housing shortages, and unlike in the US, where we just go like, sucks, the government actually decided to do something about it. Specifically, they were like, okay, let's build a brand new town and put it kind of in the center of all the most populated areas. That's point number one for why this is a good hiding zone. It's kind of in the center of some of the most populated regions of the country, rather than kind of emulate what has worked for, centuries, millennia in Britain in terms of town design. The whole idea was like, okay, it's brand new, so we'll make it the town of the future. And the future in like the 1960s was the automobile. And therefore, this is like kind of the most American town in the UK. Makes me feel like home. Look at these wide roads. So much room for cars.
We could ask region now.
You want to go for region? I don't hate it.
I mean, because that whole region is also far from borders. Let's just try it. I'd say now's as good of a time as any.
Why not? I mean, it's going to be crazy if it's a hit, though. If the first 3 hiders all hide in Yorkshire and the Humbert.
It's a big region.
I mean, it is.
We'll see.
How long do we have to let train?
We got like 10 minutes until the first train.
Let's try to mark this out on the map.
All right, they've asked me whether I'm in Yorkshire and the Humber. It'd be funny if I was, because that would mean 3 runs in a row in there. But I wanted to get far. I've gone far away. So that's a clean no. 1, 2, 3. 15-minute bonus, 15-minute bonus, draw 1, expand maximum hand size by 1. This early, I feel like expanding maximum hand size by 1 could be big. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that and then I'm gonna play it right now. Ooh, duplicates. Duplicates pretty good. That's a good play, that's a good play. Okay, nice.
So let's start by marking the border with Wales, which is this. And then the Scottish border.
It's right here. Pretty good.
That's actually quite a lot of ground eliminated.
Oh, we got an answer.
Okay, not in Yorkshire and the Humber. Okay. Well, so that also eliminates quite a bit.
It sort of makes you want to go to London almost.
To go towards London at least.
If we take this train to Leeds, we have a good opportunity to do a thermometer maybe.
I think a thermometer is good because it could cut off all of this.
I guess if it was at the right angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get on our train. Leaves in 1 minute. Platform 2. I think thermometer.
Yeah. If we start a thermometer here and we end it just like basically a little bit before we get into the station in Leeds, I think we get a good angle that slices diagonally through our remaining area. So start the 10 mile here.
Okay.
End it before we get to Leeds. And here comes our train.
So rather ironically, apparently this hunk of metal is the National Operations Center of Network Rail, which is the UK's like rail infrastructure operator, who I guess have decided to build their headquarters in the most car-centric town in the UK. I mean, it is right next to the station, which is also a lovely piece of architecture, but yeah, anyway, shout out to Network Rail. They've been actually good to me so far. No major delays. Okay, they've gotten on a train, I think, or they're about to get on a train because they started a thermometer. The key question is, do they go west or east? The most direct way to here is west to Manchester. I'm hoping, therefore, that they go to Leeds. Leeds makes more sense because it's closer. So let's see if I can figure out, oh wait, okay, I have a location. Let's go. They've gone east, they're going to Leeds. Ah, that's awesome. Okay, nice.
Was it time?
No. Okay, now. I sent it. We are getting advertisements for the state of New York on this train.
Oh, I love that place. Whoa, it's everything I love.
All right, well, I lost audio for a few minutes here, but the thermometer was warmer. I drew a 10-minute bonus and cursed at the gambler's feet and kept the curse. Ben and Adam arrived in Leeds and got the answer.
Warmer. Okay, good. Pretty manageable map.
Then they decided to do a 100-mile radar.
100-mile radar.
I answered, then drew a discard 1, draw 2, and cursive the 5-minute king, kept the curse, and then ate a Greg's bacon roll and talked about how crazy it is that Britain will literally just put a piece of bacon into bread and call that a sandwich. And back to the show.
We've got an answer you want to check?
Ooh. Miss. Okay, that's interesting. This is a pretty manageable area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super dense.
I think that means that we might want to just head down to London.
The thing that we need to know next is, should we get off at Peterborough and head this way, or should we go all the way to London? That's what we need to have an answer to.
Yeah. All right. Platform 8. I've spotted it. I've spotted platform 8. Let's go to London, or maybe not all the way to London. We'll figure that out on the way to London.
We should have a photo just in the hopper for right now, because we're not doing anything.
Let's get body of water.
Let's get body of water.
I'm curious about body of water. I do think it'll be helpful to know if he's on the coast or not.
Oh, here we go.
All right, I've got a mission. They want a photo of the largest body of water. And it seems to be sort of a pond on the other side of the tracks. It's gonna take a minute to get there. I actually gotta hurry to get there in my 20 allotted minutes, but Google says 18 minutes. On my walking speed, that's like 10. I got this.
With my little cup of coffee and my raincoat, I feel like a hard-boiled detective. I feel like we're on the case, you know, tracking down the infamous child murderer, Sam Denby.
Okay, that's an interesting thing to call him.
That's in my head. I do that so that I feel like I gotta get this guy.
Yeah, totally. Thank you.
Thank you. Well.
Look where we are.
I've seen this place before. It would appear that we've entered the snack zone. Welcome to the snack zone. And they've given us some free food on this train. I've got a plowman's grazing box.
And this is a chicken toasty, potentially, is what they called it. I'm not sure.
They've given me the littlest onion in the whole world.
Ooh, Fatty, you gonna try that?
Ooh. Cool.
Was it pickled?
It's also the most pickled onion in the whole world.
I've yet to actually encounter like a pedestrian crossing, only these underpasses. So you never get in the way of cars. But I guess that's good. I mean, the Netherlands has stuff like this and it's good for like bikes and stuff. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. I love highways. Hell yes. Okay. Despite all the very loud highway sounds, this is actually a little bit nicer. A perfectly nice park. All right, here's the largest body of water. And I'm liking how naturey it can kind of look. It could really mislead away from this sort of area. Here's the dock, I guess. All right, so I gotta get both sides. Okay, I think that's pretty good. That doesn't tell a whole lot. Let me send this. All right, now, I think I just draw one. Curse of the Soothsayer.
Curse of the Soothsayer. For the rest of the round, you may choose to predict the next question after each question is asked. If you are right, you earn triple rewards. If you are wrong, you earn no reward. Casting cost, discard a curse.
I don't love that curse. I remember when we were designing it, I was like, I don't know if I would even play that. But, some curses require you to discard curses, so, not bad to have. Let's do a tracker check. All right, so they've definitely gotten on a train south out of Leeds, which is what I expected. To be honest, I don't see why they would have gone north. So I imagine what they're gonna do now is ride that train, 100 miles to the south and then ask like a 50-mile radar. So could be a little while until they ask another thing.
Photo time.
We got our photo from Sam.
Well, that is not the ocean.
What is
But
it?
it is quite a large lake or river.
It looks like a big pond.
So here's what I'll tell you right off the bat now. We can eliminate all of the coast. So that eliminates, not any of these places, which I guess is sort of good to know. Okay. If we did a big ass radar right now, if we did a 150,
What does that cut through?
it would basically just tell us, is he north of London or south of London?
I mean, look, if something chops the map in half, my ass is not gonna oppose
I
it.
think that it roughly chops the map in half, and so I think let's just
I think anytime we can chop, we chop.
Look at that. I see a swan. One thing I know is that British people are terrified of the overly aggressive swans in this country. Okay, they've done a 150-mile custom radar. I think I'm for sure in that. So I don't think that actually narrows things down a whole lot more. I was just looking at the map, and my best theory is that they're trying to exclude London, because London is just 150 miles outside of where they are. And I did check yesterday. I could have gotten to London King's Cross. I could have basically just gotten to London. I couldn't have gotten much further. I kind of feel like that's pretty wasteful from them to use a 150 mile. I'm not convinced that that one was worth it. Anyway, draw two, pick one. Curse of the Archaeologist.
Curse of the Archaeologist. Send the seekers a photo of a building or structure whose age you can verify to within a century. The seekers must find a building or structure, whose age they can also verify, from the same century or earlier before asking another question. Casting cost, a standard photo of a building or structure.
And discard one, draw two. This is the most ironic curse to get here, where this town literally did not exist until 60 years ago. So I don't think that that's gonna be useful. I guess I'll just take discard one, draw two. That's not bad. Okay, I'm gonna check my hand right now. I don't like Curse of the Soothsayer. I think that that's just not worth it. So I'm gonna discard that and then draw some more. Okay, 1, 2. 5-minute bonus, 5-minute bonus. Okay, well, I need some bonuses to play other stuff. So actually, let me go ahead and play Curse of the 5-Minute King. I need to discard 2 5-minute bonuses. So this way, I will never get 5-minute bonuses again, which is good. These are bad. These are the worst cards in the deck. So great, now I'm gonna go through the deck and remove all the 5-minute bonuses.
Okay, so our radar was 150 miles from Hemsworth.
Can we find Hemsworth on this map?
Nope.
Oh, he already answered.
'Tis a hit.
Yeah, well, let's retcon it. I would have loved for it to be a miss. Hit is less useful. Okay, Ben, I was just looking at something. Yeah, let's assume that he went to London. He would have to end in London. He would get to London and be done.
Like a 10?
At 10. He would have been at King's Cross Station. Which makes me think that he definitely didn't go to London then, because he's not in London based on that picture.
No, and also, yeah.
So then it's is any of this even in play? Is Milton Keynes even in play?
If he got off in Peterborough or somewhere earlier and transferred down, there are plenty of places, but when would he have gotten to
Okay,
Peterborough?
well, actually, you know what's interesting? He could have gone down and then over into this stuff. He could have gone Hebden to Manchester, and then he could have gone down And then he would have had access to all of this. Pretty cleanly, actually.
Okay. So, I mean, the question is, I don't think Peterborough gets us to any of that stuff faster, right? So I think we do go to London.
Okay, that's fine.
Off to London then.
Okay, Ben, we've got a little bit of time. I think just go ahead, use this time, get the Strava map.
Yep, sounds good to me. I mean,
We know we're gonna want it. Let's just get it now so that we aren't waiting around for it later.
it's always useful. Sam, your child murdering days are
You
over.
can't do this bit. This is a crazy bit.
You will not murder any more children on my watch.
This is an insane bit to do. It's gonna be really crazy in the edit when we have to decide whether or not to include this bit.
I think we're including it.
Okay, I've got my lunch, but first, I just received a text. They want a Strava map. And I've kind of been debating what to do, because I knew this question would be coming. On the one hand, I could do like a super generic grid pattern, but the problem with that is like that generic grid pattern kind of is iconic for here. Okay, yeah, on second guess, I think I am gonna do a non-grid pattern. Because like, the problem is I think a grid pattern, it's so quickly identifiable on the map, and only some places have grid patterns, so they can just like power through a bunch of stations and be like, does it have a perfect north-south grid? Yes, no, yes, no. Whereas like other stuff, you gotta like stare at it for a while. It's a risk either way, I think, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go for just some random curved streets. Okay, that is sent. So now I get to pull a whole card. Curse of the Bird Guide.
Curse of the Bird Guide. You have one chance to film a bird for as long as possible, up to 15 minutes straight. If at any point the bird leaves the frame, your timer is stopped. The seekers must then film a bird for the same amount of time or longer before asking another question. Casting cost, film a bird.
One chance to film a bird for as long as possible, up to 15 minutes straight. Oh, there were some swans napping over there. That could be huge. Oh, that could be devious. Devious. Napping swans. Curse of the Bird Guide. I could just film them for 15 minutes straight. They were just like hanging out in the grass over there by that other pond. Ben and Adam, they're not gonna like that.
Nope. We've got our Strava map.
Oh, nice. It's interesting.
It obviously could be a lot of things, but
I mean, it's definitely way too early to look. There's way too many possibilities. But once we get it narrowed down, we can start.
yeah.
So we're just trying to figure out how we want to chop this area up.
Or
So
do a map.
I think that the chop that we really want is like here. Is he win all of this density here with these lines that go up from London? Or is he out here on this peninsula?
We've identified a section of rail that we're going to pass through, like a little beyond Peterborough, where the rail kind of curves this way, and it allows us to
Do that chop.
do that exact angle that we want.
Yeah, which is quite good.
Little did they know when they made the rail curve like that for about 15 miles between London and Peterborough that they were destroying Team Sam
Yeah.
in Jet Lag the Game Season 16. All right, we're starting our thermometer now.
Do you mind if I?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
No, I don't see him.
Keep looking. He's out there somewhere.
All right, I'm going to find the swans. Hopefully they haven't moved. But in my experience, the swans in the UK, they just kind of stay put in one spot. I think the swan method might be OP. If I can get even like a 5-minute continuous bird thing, that could be really tough for them to match without knowing the swan strat. There's them swans. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna wait for a bit to make sure the swans are settled. They're all coming towards me. Are they gonna attack me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You good? You good? Okay, I think I'm too close. I'm disturbing them. Okay, I think they're chilled now. They're a little more active than I would like. Okay, I'm gonna give them a few more minutes to settle.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
These are not seconds at all. You're taking way too long.
Or, well, it's because I said 10 was the wrong number. So it's cool. It's cool that I'm counting 5, 4. I'll linger on 4 for a couple moments.
You had to figure out a word that wasn't seconds?
A moment can be whatever I want.
Of course.
And we're almost at 3. 3.
You were so far off.
Shh.
You weren't close at all.
2-1. Sent.
Okay. God, I hope that it's,
I mean, it would be great
I
if
hope they were colder.
it would be great if we were colder, but I think we're
colder,
warmer.
that's going to be great.
I think we're almost certainly warmer, but it'll be good to just get that chunk of the map
Yeah.
taken out.
Okay, they've started and ended a 3-mile thermometer. So I'm gonna answer that while observing the swans for a few more minutes. On their thermometer, I am definitely warmer. This means I get to draw 2, pick 1. 1, 2. Discard 2, draw 3. Time trap. I think I have to keep the time trap. Yeah, time trap could be good. I don't know when I'll play it. Yeah, I'll do it after this bird thing to try to throw them off or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I think I'm gonna pick, let's say this guy. I'm gonna start my time now. Stay calm.
Oh,
What is that?
hotter.
Yeah, it figures.
Yeah, figures.
All right, it's good. We can exclude much of that, and it does mean it was good for us to continue past Peterborough, I think.
Yep. Means that we have done well so far. Let's get to London. I'm thinking probably a radar in London.
Yeah, it is going to be tricky. I mean, there's a lot of stuff up there.
Still no curse.
Still no curse. Maybe once we get to London.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure it's a wide frame in case of any sudden movements. The swans technically can fly, but they don't often fly, as I think the deal. Always moving fast. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Please, 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 please. Okay, we're at 1:15 already. That's pretty good. I don't know if we've ever had 1 minute. Oh, there's a person. Oh, she's feeding them. Okay, but luckily it's all very much in frame. Come on, don't hide. Don't hide. Uh-oh. Oh, it's still a tiny bit. I can still see a tiny bit. Still there. Still there, just barely.
Do we want another photo? I think we have 20 minutes.
Let's grab a photo of the tallest building from the train station.
Might be useful.
Gosh, still no curses. I mean, we've asked what? 7 questions and not a single curse? Surprising.
It's surprising.
All right, we're up to almost 9 minutes. They're gonna crash out, surely. My arm is getting tired. Oh, just the back of that swan. It's still there. Yeah, there we go. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's 15 minutes. Thank you, swans. Oh, that is a curse maximized. All right, I've sent them the news. That one's gonna sting, I think. It'll buy me, well, at least 15 minutes, probably a little bit longer. I hope there are not some swans outside of wherever they're going. I think they might be going to London, actually. I don't know. But I gotta hurry back to the station here because just before I finished that, they asked tallest building visible from the station, which I don't love, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. And that'll give them certainly a vibe check. But I think this is a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of situation. Feeling pretty good.
We have a text from Sam.
Sam has said, gentlemen, some regrettable news for you. What is he about to say?
Then he didn't follow it up. Okay. Oh,
Curse of the Bird Guide.
15 minutes.
That is rough. Oh, boy.
Well,
15 minutes.
yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, at the train station, and I need the tallest building, which I think is this one, which I don't love because it's pretty unique and it's pretty modern. Like, there's a lot of places where that couldn't be, but the game's the game, so I'm gonna send that.
Welcome to London. Okay. I think we could be in big trouble here. All right, Adam.
There's pigeons there.
Yeah. I don't think
Do
we're
we
gonna
trust them?
I don't think we're gonna have any trouble finding a pigeon, but the question is, can we stick with a pigeon for 15?
And we would have to select one pigeon.
There are some right here.
You want to just, let's start off and just try with one of these pigeons and see how hard it is.
Okay.
Which one do we pick?
I want to find like kind of f***ed up looking pigeon that looks like he's not gonna go anywhere.
Okay.
What about this guy?
All right, let's go for
He
it.
looks a little scruffy.
I'm gonna start the time. Let's go.
I've got him. All right, buddy. He seems like a chill sort of dude.
Oh. Did you keep him in frame?
Yeah, but
He's
gone.
Yeah, we're donezo on that one. Okay.
Okay.
What about the pigeons hanging out up there? Okay,
Yeah.
so for starters, that did not go well.
No,
We did not even get 1 minute.
but we got close to 1 minute.
All right, station photo done. That I don't love. I mean, it really gives them a good vibe check in a way that eliminates basically anywhere small. However, the bird curse is huge. If this ends up being a winning run, my hot take is that that will be what gets it for me. That bird curse, it could go for hours. Luckily, they're at King's Cross. If they're gonna come here, they need to go to Euston, which is about a 15-minute walk away. So I should have a good ability to know whether they have it kind of narrowed down to here, potentially.
And my audio cut out again, but for my photo, I pulled a Curse of the Prosperous Home. Now back to Ben and Adam.
Okay.
What about the pigeons hanging out up there? Okay,
Yeah.
so for starters, that did not go well.
No,
We did not even get 1 minute.
no, but it's like these pigeons up here, they're in the absolute chill zone.
Okay, you want to pick one of those?
I'd
Let's
say
pick
that's
the
it.
one all the way to the left. That pigeon looks like it might be sleeping.
Or dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start on that one. There's our pigeon. Now, don't zoom in too much.
Right.
To never leave the frame.
All right, we're filming them.
I would not shoot in 2.4. I keep that guy in 1.
All right.
We can crop in if we need.
All right.
Yeah, that pigeon's chilling up there. That pigeon's having a really chill time.
Oh, he's walking.
Oh, uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. Stay chill. Stay chill, dude.
I don't like that it's raining. I feel like that
No,
might.
I think the pigeon's I think he's gonna get freaked out by the rain and find a better covering.
All right,
We're at 5 minutes, Ben. We're 1/3 of the way there. Damn, it's actually really raining now. If we get wet in the rain for nothing on this pigeon, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
7 minutes, Ben. Almost at the halfway point. No, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
Oh, just pulled up right next to him.
Oh, he's getting.
Oh, oh no, I think he's just getting the water off of him. But you see that? He started
Yeah.
flapping. It's getting crowded up there.
I think our bird just had a bowel movement.
Oh, did they?
I think so,
Okay.
but it means he's relaxed.
Is this a good thing to have in a video? You just stare at a pigeon? I think it is, sort of. Come on, baby.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa. The other bird freaked him out.
Yeah.
Chill, chill. Chill, dude. 2 minutes left, Ben.
Oh,
Oh
he's
my
walking.
God.
He's walking.
This is the most movement we've seen the whole time. There's
Oh.
1 minute left, Ben. The pigeon has a great sense of narrative tension.
I knew we picked the right one.
50 seconds. Come on, buddy. Chill out. 30 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice. Okay.
That curse could have taken hours.
Yeah, that could have been really bad.
Somehow they cleared the curse already. What the f? I thought it was going on forever. That's some bullshit. How can they know the swan strat? This absolutely sucks. It was like barely more than 15 minutes. That's crazy.
Okay, curse cleared, 25-mile radar. We got a photo from him too. That's a big boy.
Oh my God, his tallest building is huge. And he did not successfully blur that there is a Santander in that building.
That is gonna be quite useful. I mean,
oh, Sam, you missed that little blur.
just a little sign in the corner of the photo.
Oh, whoopsie.
Okay, that is gonna be useful intel. I mean,
Super useful
how many
intel.
Santanders can there be?
I mean, lots, but still. Okay, let's get in from the rain. This building is very distinctive.
It's extremely distinctive
And it's huge.
and it's big. It's
enormous.
not somewhere super.
No, he is
super
not
rural.
somewhere tiny.
Okay, this is good. I mean, we've got our 25-mile radar cooking. Part of me just wants to look at the map of Santanders.
We still need to narrow things down a lot more, but that's going to be extremely helpful.
I do think it'll be a lot easier once we get this 25-mile radar. Because especially if the 25-mile radar is a miss,
Yeah.
we start to get into a much sparser area where I think searching for a specific bank might be a little easier.
All right, the gents have asked a 25-mile radar. That's a miss. Well, let me make a poll. I really would like some actual time bonuses now, actually, mostly to be able to use my my curse. I can't believe they got the bird. It's so annoying. Okay. Draw 2, pull 1. Discard 1, draw 2, 10-minute bonus. Is there a discard I would want to do? No, 10-minute bonus for sure. 10-minute bonus actually isn't that useful because there's no 5-minute bonuses, so I wouldn't be able to combine with a 5-minute bonus. I need a 15-minute bonus or above. So removing the 5-minute bonuses could actually be counterproductive for the Curse of the Express route. Because yeah, the bigger than 5-minute bonuses are actually rare. Huh. Oh well. All right, I've got a stupid idea that just might work for the time trap. Basically, you normally have a situation where you either have to use it for sort of strategic disinformation, or you have to use it to actually get a time bonus. I think, however, I have a way that I can use it for both. I think when they come here, that's when I'm gonna play the Curse of the Express route. That's gonna force them past this station, assuming I had enough time bonuses to play that. So I think I'm gonna place it past this station, like north of this station. And I think that's gonna really confuse them. And the reason it's gonna really confuse them is because I actually don't think that there's anything else on this line past here, at least the high speed line, that could be still in my zone based on the information they have. So I think what's gonna happen is they'll think that I just messed up or something. I don't even know what they'll infer from it, but I think they'll just be confused. And I will also probably get the time bonus from that when I send them past this station with that curse. It's a little bit of a risk because I'm gonna put it on this line. But I think let's give it a shot, see what happens. It would be fun.
We have an answer. It is a miss, so he is further than 25 miles, which I think is good.
I think that's good. I mean, we still have not had a hit on anything yet.
He has also placed a time trap.
Oh, interesting. Where?
He's placed a time trap in Rugby.
Where's that?
It's quite far, actually. It's towards Birmingham. If I were him at this point, we're moving fast enough that I would be
I would be playing a high variance game and I would place it actually really near me.
I would either place it basically on top of me to guarantee a bunch of extra time,
Or very far away.
Or very far away.
To try to throw us off.
I actually think that rugby might not even be on the map, though.
Oh yeah, it's eliminated.
I think it's like maybe just barely eliminated.
I don't think he realized that rugby was in the eliminated zone. I think he misbelieved his time trap, actually. He didn't know it was in the eliminated zone, and he was trying to throw us off, but that's fake news.
I personally am inclined to not worry too much about that time trap for now, because I think that he's most likely trying to trick us.
I think we might be able to get him just based on the Santander thing.
I knew it.
We just check every line. A lot of them don't have Santanders, and if they do, you can see on a satellite if it's in a giant building or not.
Well, it's in a giant building that is also directly next to a national rail station, right? And so it's so easy to check.
Yeah. I'm starting from the east and working my way there. Okay. I've eliminated another line.
You're just going line by line?
Yep.
Okay.
Again, this is not a perfect system.
No, but
I think it's worth trying it for a little bit.
What about this place? Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes, I'm aware of Milton Keynes.
There's a Santander ATM in a building that looks like it has roughly the right dimensions from the satellite,
Okay.
right across from the station.
Santander ATM. Oh, dude, that's it. How many? 1, 2, 3 things?
So it's got the like, it's gotta be this place.
That's it.
Okay, let's
That's it.
let's get there. How do we get there? We gotta get to Euston Station. There's a train at 3:16. There are no subways to Euston because of the rail
It's fine,
strike,
we can
but
walk.
we
It's
can walk.
nearby.
It is close. So let's go. All right, let's get to Euston.
You gotta scrub those photos for any text.
And this is a good opportunity to tell you to scrub your photos of any text.
You are allowed to blur any text or logos in that photo.
If you are playing the wonderful Jetlag the Game hide and seek game.
Yeah, because as you can see, if you leave in those text or logos, we can get your ass.
And if you do it, we will get your ass.
That's true. If you play the home game bad, if you buy it and you do a bad job, we're gonna come after you. Oh my gosh, you gotta imagine he's gonna be freaked out when we go straight at him with this much left.
All right. Not awesome. It looks like they're walking to Euston Station in London. Euston Station is where the trains to here leave from. There are some other lines that they could get on from there, but I don't love that. So I'm gonna trend towards potential hiding spots. And what I also love is I actually don't have enough time bonus to be able to play the Curse of the Express route yet, which would be awesome, especially if I have a duplicate, so I could like do it twice. I don't love this. I mean, I've been saying it from all this morning, and I still think it. It's like, if anything is gonna be my downfall, it's this building being the tallest building visible from the train station. Not many places have a building this big, and it's one of these things that you can tell from the satellite map. Oh, it was feeling so good like an hour ago after the Swan strat.
Right.
Dan, welcome to Euston Station.
Feels good. Train in 16 minutes.
No problem. Next fastest train to Milton Keynes is the 1516.
Track 14.
Track 14.
And Sam's probably already freaking that we're at Euston, if he even sees that we're here. But as soon as we get on that train, he is going to be unhappy.
Oh, this is cool.
This is a cool train.
What's going on here?
This train is popping off. Thank you.
We're on our way.
right,
to beautiful
Sam.
Milton Keynes, Benjamin.
Here we go.
You got to imagine that he's not going to be happy when he realizes what's going on.
All right, they just left Euston at the exact time as the next train to here. This might be it. Oh, man, I think it's that freaking tallest building photo. I know that that's what did me. I knew that tallest building photo would be a problem. I was just sort of banking on getting like a veto or a randomize in time, but I didn't. And they're not asking any more questions, so I won't be able to use my express route card, I don't think. This sucks. This sucks. Okay, I mean, for hiding spot, I'm kind of intrigued by one of these guys, because for some reason, these are just like all over the place. I don't even know what they are. I guess they're like crossings for across the road or something. Yeah, but like every road seems to have them. Like you see, they go all the way down. So they might be able to identify them under one. But once they do, it would take them forever to search all of them. Man, all I need is just 5 minutes more of time bonus, and then I could send them past this station. Oh, and I discarded 5 minutes of time bonus earlier to remove the time bonuses from the deck. Oh, I just thought I had so much more game left. Oh. All right, well, I'm gonna post up here and hope that how generic it is saves me a little bit of time. I don't know. At least I have gambler's feet. That'll be annoying. If I can't win, at least I can annoy them.
Then what could you possibly be looking at?
Just a couple of locations. Don't worry about it.
What kind of stuff would you be looking up at this point?
I'm just looking at pornography.
Wait a minute. I've been stupid. I have a duplicate. I duplicate my 10-minute bonus.
And sorry, another audio issue here, but basically what I realized here is that I actually did have a way to play the Curse of the Express route. All I had to do was use my duplicate on my 10-minute bonus, thus giving me enough to pay for the 15-minute casting cost.
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't think of that earlier. Y'all would have flamed me in the comments. Okay, I gotta play it as close as possible to when they get here, because then they might actually have to skip like 2 stops. That would be awesome. Well, I didn't think of it because it's like, why would you use a duplicate on a 10-minute bonus? But this will give me way more than 10 minutes, and I don't have anything else I can do with it right now. So normally I wouldn't consider this, but in this situation, you know, dire circumstances, right? Oh, come on. Send. Oh, hope you enjoy the ride, boys. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a walk. See if I can find a better hiding spot.
Adam.
Yeah.
We've got a text.
Well, that's clever.
We will shortly be arriving at Milton Keynes Central.
We will not be arriving at Milton Keynes. We will be arriving in...
What's 30 minutes from here?
Where does this train stop? I guess we'll
I
find
think
out.
the next stop is in 24 minutes.
Son of a gun.
It's 3:46. We'll be free at 4:16. Nah, we'll get to rugby. We're gonna hit the damn time trap now.
He's sending us into the time trap?
Yeah. Actually, he is. We'll get off at Coventry.
That's okay. I don't know if he had set that up, but that is kind of 4D chess.
That is sort of a 4D chess situation. All right, well, maybe we should order food.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might not be a bad idea.
It's very good. It'll give him quite a lot of time. You do gotta hand it to him on that one.
Okay, I just did the math. That's gonna buy me hours, and that's gonna make me pass Ben's run. Oh, I'm glad I thought of that move. This is cool. It's probably frustrating for them, because they probably knew they were about to get me.
We have hit Sam's time trap.
I thought that was a really silly place to place a time trap, and yet it was actually a little clever. Curse cleared.
Ugh.
But it has already done its damage.
That is tough stuff.
You have a little chickpea on you. Oh, you got it. Tough stuff.
Okay. I'm searching for a hiding spot. I think one advantage is how generic certain spots look. It's obviously the whole thing about this place is how homogeneous it is. So maybe the homogeneity can work in my favor. Like, where is this? Could be anywhere, right?
Then we're at Coventry, exactly where we wanted to go.
I do not want to be here. We have known where Sam is for like an hour. Whew. Well, we gotta find the train back.
Yeah, the 16:45 to London Euston on platform 1.
Well, good news, not for us, but some good news for Sam. Our train is delayed.
Oh, man.
So annoying. We know exactly where he is. He's right there. Nothing we can do about it. Oh, the delay just went up again.
Still not here. Yeah, do you see it, Ben?
I'm looking. No, it's not here.
This is so dumb.
But I can see by looking at the sign from here that it's delayed another minute.
Perfect.
Oh, delayed again.
One thought I have is just to hide in a car park. Because, like, that's the whole town. It's all car park. They would never be able to figure out which one. Problem is, I think they do a tallest structure one. There's a lot of structures visible, so I don't know about the car park.
Oh,
Is that it? Look, Ben, look for it.
I see it. I think that's our train. It's going real slow.
That explains why it was so delayed. It's going 1 mile an hour. You see it?
I see it.
Whoa, you spotted it.
All right, Sam, we are coming for you. End of the line.
It's going to be, you're going to be sorted. We're going to see you, we'll say it, and then
Then you'll be sorted.
Then we're approaching Milton Keynes. And if I get a text that card's been duplicated, I'm going to
No,
pay
no,
us.
that's not gonna happen. Let's go get him.
Benjamin, welcome to Milton Keynes, home of Sam. This is a dense place. Unfortunately, it does not have the things we would need to do the 1 mile tentacles.
No, the tentacles don't seem to be very helpful at all. What is always helpful is the nearest Haerther Street tracing.
Yeah, let's ask for nearest
So
Haerther
let's
Street
just
right
get that
now.
straight off the...
Get that going.
They have arrived. First thing, here's the gambler's feet. All right. 3. Okay. Sorry. I know it's annoying. I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
All right, actually... Oh, no, that's not the photo.
He's sent a curse.
That's a curse.
Gambler's feet.
We know that curse. Are you good at rolling?
No.
6.
Nice.
5.
Okay, they've asked for a trace, which will not be very helpful. That's part of why I selected here, because it'll be a very straight street, and there's a lot of those. And I'm also going to take my sweet time to send this back.
5.
8.
What? Bikes are legal. And this has actually been specifically done before in...
We did this years ago.
Okay, you lead the way. We're not walking.
Bye.
That's a little cheeky.
You want to do it?
Walk
Let's
over.
get scooters, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's download the Dot app.
Putting Sam's credit card on it. This is his fault. It's making me take a quiz.
What?
Okay,
Take a quiz.
I'm stuck. Okay, let's just go straight. Let's go get him.
Unfortunately, they've randomly picked pretty much the right direction, so they're really not far away. I haven't even sent the photo of the street yet. Either they knew me really well, or they were just lucky with what direction they went. If they came straight here, they'd probably be here in like 4 minutes. That's not awesome, but what can you do? What can you do?
Oh, my hat.
Here?
I lost my hat.
Oh. You take this, I'll go grab it. Give me the dice. 4,
Good luck.
3, 1.
Okay, let me send them their photo. It is time, and I get to draw 1 card. So it's good. 10-minute bonus. We'll take it.
4, 2, 5.
Thank you for getting my hat. Oh.
I just got a text. Okay.
So we've got our segment. It looks uninteresting.
Yeah, but
It's something.
it's something. Okay, let's hit the half-mile radar.
Yeah.
I'm sending.
They're at the end of this block. They really just came straight here with like basically nothing to go off of. All right, they've hit me with the half-mile radar. They're only a block away from me. They don't know that. So I'm well within a half mile. Draw 2, pick 1. Curse of the Plagued Word or randomized question. Curse of the Plagued Word isn't relevant because they have to be at least 25 miles away from me. I guess I'll do a randomize. And if they ask a really good question, I guess I will randomize.
You got an answer, Ben. Hit. That's actually useful because it's less than half the area now.
Yeah, that's what.
Can we now just analyze? I'm gonna walk over to you 1 second. 3. Okay.
So that looks like it's the angle of that middle road, Grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, it could be this, any of these. All of these are at the exact same angle.
Yeah, this whole place is
Okay.
at that angle.
Let's get photo of tallest thing you can see. In the meantime, I think we just have to go around to the different streets that are shaped like this and see if we see them.
Around this, there's also these roads under here. Yeah. There's like, it's so dense.
All right, let's walk 1, 2. I'm gonna try to roll us a good one. Okay, we got 6 now to play with.
It says they're right here. I don't know how I didn't spot them. It says they walked right past there. I imagine they missed me. I think they just decided to turn this way. It says they're literally right here. They're going up the street. They're over there somehow. I don't even understand how they missed me. Is he on the road? How is he on the road? Do you think they got a scooter? If he got a scooter, it means he literally went right over me. Oh, that's hilarious. If they got a scooter and the scooter's their downfall because they're on the street or something, I don't know.
Ben, I think you gotta be on the right side, man. You can't just be in the middle of the lane. That's not the right side.
They asked for tallest thing you can see. I can't really see many tall things, so I think I would just have to send like that way, but then they would see them under an underpass. Might as well use the randomize, I guess, now, because I don't know that there's that many devastating questions here.
Okay, we got our photo, Ben.
Nope, we didn't.
We got randomized question. Awesome.
Well, let's see what it is. 11.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Grocery store aisle. That is going to receive a null answer, I really think.
We're not at nothing. Adam, I want to point something out to you. This randomize
Yeah.
and the last card he sent as well, they're both like, they look like they're in the dark.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There are all of these tunnels around here.
Okay.
That is at least a theory.
I think it's an interesting theory, Ben.
Okay, they randomized to grocery store aisle, which I can't do, so I give them a null answer. Okay, let me pull my card. Ooh, 20-minute bonus. That's pretty good. Let's go.
Oh, he answered fast. Okay.
Shall we try again?
Not in a grocery store. Try that question again. Yeah, I think we said
Yeah, because it was randomized, so technically it was never asked. It's still eligible to be asked, yeah?
Yeah, tallest building again.
I like the idea of checking the tunnels. I don't think we can ride these at the tunnels, can we?
No.
They're not streets.
Because they're like sidewalks.
You want to just dump these things? They're sort of not very useful anyway.
No.
Yeah. Wait, Ben, I got a rule for you to walk it.
They've asked for tallest building again. I'm gonna take my sweet time to answer this because I have nothing to get rid of it again.
Let's see if we can find those tunnels. Look, it's all we got right now. Because they were over like that way, right? I saw at least some. Uh-oh. 6. Yay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just up 4. 3.
They're still searching like a block and a half away, but they're moving away from me now. They were like right on top of me, and then they were just like on the other side of this block for a while. Now they're headed back to the station. This is good. This is time, and time is good. Okay, it's time for me to send the photo that they want, finally. It's not gonna be that helpful, to be honest, but it'll be a little helpful. It is? Curse is the egg partner. Nah, I can't do it because it's discard 2 cards.
So,
See, this picture is very helpful.
yeah, I mean, he's definitely under one of these.
Yeah, the building you can see has steel columns like those.
And it's the same kind of light post.
That's a lot to work with. I think let's hit him with a quick quarter-mile radar just to help chop up the area further.
Yeah, I think with that we should be able to do it. Because there are only so many of these. The problem is we just don't know where they all are.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm just outside of their quarter-mile radar. Oh, I mean, if they interpret it right, actually, it could be helpful, but that could be confusing. Curse of the Gilded Inquiry, and a 10-minute bonus. Oh, this is a tough call. I don't know if they're gonna ask more questions, because they should know I'm under an underpass now from that photo. And with the radar, they should be able to cross-eliminate to here. So I think I'm gonna keep the 10 minutes. I think that could just be more worth it. This is turning into a much better endgame than I expected it to be.
Our radar's a miss, so he's not within a quarter mile.
It is very limited. Looks like an eye.
Yeah. All right. 3.
When does this expire?
All right, it's open
Yay!
for 8 minutes.
Well, now I feel a little stupid. Okay, let's go get him.
That's what happens.
No, that's not our guy.
Let's get up here. We should be able to find the building shortly.
Yeah. Like what color is the building?
Yeah, it's mostly like metal. It's like a sort of brown. We should be able to just find the damn building. It's pretty distinctive. We really need to explore the area up here to the right. There really is not. It's big.
Okay, I think they finally figured it out. They're on their way here. They're coming up this street. This could be it. Or they could just go over me again. I don't know.
This is, I think, we're around the area of a small park.
Look, that's a legit bridge. He's not under there, is he?
Almost here. Almost here.
Looks like it could be the building.
Here, I think let's walk down this way and see if we can find the building.
And what about this other underpass?
There's that pink sign.
Yeah. I think he might be around the corner.
Oh, I hear him.
Oh, there's the building. Oh, he's in. Right. Sign. 3 windows.
I think we'll find out in a second.
And we find Sam.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi, Sam.
What do you think of Milton Keynes?
I think it's really lame and annoying.
It all looks the same.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
This place is really cool. And it's gonna look right on camera.
kind of the exact opposite.
Oh my God.
You guys, like, went right over here.
I'm sure we did.
Yeah, I know.
Were you on scooters for a
We were
bit?
probably on our
We were on
scooters.
scooters.
Were you on scooters on the road?
Yeah.
Well, that was your mistake.
Valiant run, Sam. Some excellent card tech.
Thank you.
So, do we want to explain why Ben is going next?
Yeah, we should explain why Ben is going next. In this game, each player is guaranteed at least one attempt to beat the hider. But if we go into more than 3 rounds, as we're about to, the next hider will be chosen at random. The thing is, the person in first place is not eligible to be the next hider, nor is the person who just hit, which means, by default, it's Ben's turn. All right, Ben, good luck. Hide good.
Thank you, Sam.
Here's the cards.
Adam, Sam.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.
Oh my God,
No,
he's
you are
running.
not.
He's running. Think of his knees.
All right, folks, I'm all cozy in my second hiding spot of the game. And if you want to see how that run goes, you can go ahead and watch that episode right now. Episode 4 up right now on Nebula.
I think you're in Gibraltar.
That's where I am. Go ahead and go to Gibraltar.
You nailed it, Sam. Good work.
Speaking of colonization, it's relevant.
No, good segue.
It's
No, I know where you're going.
relevant.
Go.
I'm talking about Mad Kings, which is a new original series by Real Life Lore, who talks about dictators and authoritarian leaders and basically the profile of some of the most oppressive and worst people on Earth. And the relevance is that often they take power in the previous colonized places
For sure,
because
for sure.
colonization destabilized the regions and all that. It made perfect thematic sense.
No, you nailed it. Joseph, who makes Real Life Lore, who makes this show, he was the guest on season 2 of
So
Jet Lag.
true, where
Kind
we
of
went
fun.
all around the world. But anyway, Mad Kings, it's I don't know if I want to say enjoyable. It's really interesting to learn all these things, and he does a really great style presentation. It's a Nebula exclusive series. A lot of people are enjoying it. You can too. If you head over to Nebula, it's just one of so many different exclusive documentaries and shows and films and series, things like that you can find on Nebula, because it's really the place where we all do our best work.
Also on Nebula, there's the Layover podcast where we recap every episode of Jet Lag. That's only on Nebula. That is not on any of the regular podcast apps, folks.
Truly
You gotta
the
have a
greatest
subscription.
podcast we make.
It's our best podcast by far. Just go to the code. Why not go to the code? Why not go to the code? Is that gonna convince you if I do it up here?